Should women in the WNBA be paid the same as men in the NBA?
Yeah.
No, they shouldn't because the viewership
Let's get everybody's
is different.
answer really quick.
Yeah, fuck yeah.
What do you think?
No, I don't think so.
No, because it loses money, right?
No one
It's
watches the
subsidized.
WNBA. No.
Yeah.
No one.
No.
If they have the same viewership, yes,
Yeah.
but they don't. They don't, and that's why it's lower.
No, they shouldn't.
Okay. So you think they should be paid the same?
Yeah.
Why?
It's the same sport.
But the way they get paid is on popularity and viewership, or they're
Sponsorship.
Different teams get paid different amounts.
Lose
Yeah.
money for
Different players.
because
The
the
NBA helps
is
support the
existent.
WNBA, don't they?
It's- yeah, it's
Yeah, they take the
subsidized.
money
What's the
from
least
NBA.
paid team
On which, on
on
what?
in the NBA? Like,
What's your point? I don't know.
what's the least paid team?
It just
I
depends
don't
on
know.
how much
The
the
Golden
owners have
State
to pay.
Warriors, I don't know.
that
Oh,
your
I don't
team?
think so.
I don't know.
No,
If
I'm
they're
just-
the least viewed, then
I'm
they
just
should be
throwing a random
getting
one.
paid
Well,
the least,
I
right?
mean, I think they all get paid based on their viewership in general with any sort of
Like with
It depends on
professional
it depends on the
sport.
budget of the
I mean,
team.
the Lakers, or actually, we'll go to baseball. The Chicago White Sox are not going to be paid the same way as like the Dodgers, unless there's
Unless the White Sox win.
right, exactly.
What is the base pay of a WNBA player versus the base pay of an NBA player?
It's
I know it's substantial.
I think NBA is double or no, triple
NBA's
digits.
gotta be way more than-
WNBA is double digits.
I think some of them get paid like, I don't know, 70, 80,000 in the WNBA. Yeah, but so, okay, you were asking though about what's the least paid team in the NBA? What does that have to do with?
Well, if they have the least amount of viewers, then do you think every team deserves to be paid differently in the NBA?
Well,
They are.
different
on their sports,
different teams and different players are compensated differently. Like LeBron James gets paid way more than like some rookie.
Do you think that's fair?
Yes.
Yeah, of course.
He's a better player. He's bringing eyeballs. He has.
It's like the same thing in
Yes.
any career. You're going to have, work
Wait,
your way up.
question for you. Should
Yeah,
an
yeah.
extra on the set of a Quentin Tarantino movie be paid the same as Brad Pitt?
Well, no.
Why
It's
not?
the same
They're
concept.
doing less work.
But you're a dancer, so when you go to work at night, do you think everyone should pool tips, or do you think that you should keep what you earned based on your performance?
Everyone should pull tips for sure.
Oh hell no!
Do they?
Some
Wait, what do you mean pull tips? Like get my
no,
tips?
no,
or
that
like-
means everyone puts their money
Oh
together.
no, hell no, yeah.
Okay,
no,
but that's the same thing.
Yeah.
But they're doing the same job.
Yeah.
They're also fucking taking their
But
clothes off and showing
that's
their
the same
butthole.
concept.
Yeah, Well,
Yeah, it's
But, like-
performance based.
yeah, I guess you're right.
Like, what if you're just the best stripper at the strip club and you got some rookie girl in there that doesn't know how to finesse these dudes into getting the private dances? You know, she doesn't have that. She doesn't have the fucking aura. You have the aura. All the men, when they come to the step club, you get the dances. She's a rookie. She's like, you know what though? I want to be paid the same as you.
But we get paid hourly in California.
Yeah, but you also
Yeah, but-
get tips.
but you get
your tips. So
Yeah, yeah.
I worked at a nightclub in Miami. It was called Live, and we used to make a ton of money. And each section depended on. I mean, you could make 30 grand in one night.
Were you a bottle girl?
Yeah, I opened the nightclub. I went there and I ran the bottle service program. I
Okay.
trained all the girls myself. So it was great. I made 30 grand in one night. It was
Damn.
fantastic. And the other girls in other sections started to get a little pissed off. And they ran to the owner and said, Gretman, I want to make more money. So then they changed the rules after the Super Bowl. And they're like, you know what? No matter what section you're in, no matter how much service you're doing, everyone's going to put their tips all together and everyone's going to go home with the equal amount.
That's annoying.
No one wanted to work hard anymore. No one wanted to work their clients anymore because what's
Yeah.
the point?
Right.
Literally.
That's the same thing with like the sports aspect. But granted, maybe you didn't realize that because
I kind of think it's like a little different.
I don't think
Well, okay.
it's a job. It's a career.
What about, you said you do OF kind of?
Fucking barely, yeah.
Well, okay. You know Sophie Rain, that girl who's allegedly made like tens of millions of dollars?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Kind of briefly.
There's this girl, OF, she's made millions of dollars, right? Can I start an OnlyFans and go to Sophie Rain and say, you know what? I want to be paid as much as you.
She'd probably be like, if you work for it, then you know.
No, but I want equal pay from OF.
Well,
Is it because I don't have as many followers as Sophie Rain? Is it because she's offering a different product? Maybe she's a better
Worked her way up.
strumpet.
men
because you're a man,
probably
though.
do. And some men probably
make
do.
far less money in sex work than women do.
true.
100%.
Well, yeah, like men probably should
So
get paid half
sexist.
of like.
So sexist.
And the women should subsidize
Yeah.
the male sex workers.
There you go. Yep.
Yeah, I mean, I'm just.
Okay,
wait,
well-
what's subsidy? Sorry.
She's consistent.
I'm sorry.
I
I'm
guess.
sorry. I'm just saying that
The women should.
men should be like paid half of like if you make a porno with a woman, she should give you half of what she makes off of that porno.
Why? I mean, like, why though?
What do you mean? Why your body's in it? Like you're.
Yeah, but if like that's what the market, if it costs more to.
But
to
she's
get
getting
women-
you the exposure, if that Sophie, what was her name? Sophie Rains. So if let's say you're doing like a little thing with her and she's got a bunch of viewers that she built up over time.
But
you
it's
don't
still half
get,
yours. Like it's
No,
still the
no,
porno's
it'd be
still
one
half the
way.
guy.
No, it's not.
I could be wrong, but I
A
think
message
that
from the government of Canada.
Oh, here we go.
Pasty George donated
I need to fix that delay.
$200.04.
Thank you, man.
But Ina Arndt, once a prominent feminist but now an advocate for men's rights, states that feminism is no longer about equality but about advantaging women at the expense of men and demonizing men.
That's misandry.
Well, can I ask you a question? Let's dive into this a little bit here.
I
Off
think
of the
we can
like
fix
the wage
her,
gap
by the
stuff.
way.
Fix it.
Yeah, we can.
Maybe.
I know. I want to give you props because I see you actually like diving deeper beyond what you feel in a conversation when you first initiate it
Yeah.
or talk into it. And I appreciate it.
Yeah, you're being reasonable.
She's not going to be a stripper
appreciate
after
that.
this. Mark my
So,
words.
yeah, in your notes, you say you'd love to talk about how Brian gets feminism confused with misandry.
Yeah.
Feminism is equality of the sexes and the advocacy of women's rights, and misandry is hatred of men. And ultimately, you can't be a feminist if you don't advocate for equality and put one below or above each other. Well, this is kind of like communism. So, like in a perfect world, I guess, with perfect actors, communism, I guess, could work. But humans are imperfect, right? So this utopian society or whatever, like, how do you factor for greed? How do you factor for crime? How do you factor for people who are corrupt? How do you factor for people who are going to abuse the system that, requires everybody to be acting like in a really perfect or close to perfect manner? So it's kind of like, feminists really aren't that way. I do disagree with your definition. I gave you my first definition. My second definition is feminism is women's advocacy, and then bundled in with that is misandry. And the two are basically inextricably linked. They're intertwined. You ever had like Chinese finger trap? You can't pull your fingers out. They're connected. And you can't remove it. You can't remove it. You can't remove the anti-male component of feminism. Oh, yes, you agree?
No, I was just like,
Oh, you're listening.
actively
Okay,
listening.
sure.
Sorry.
So, practically speaking, even if feminism isn't inherently male, which I would argue it is, I said that the fruits of feminism are totally contrary to this. Why is it the case that so many women who are exposed to feminism end up having sexist views towards men, who hold anti-male positions, who espouse anti-male rhetoric? Ultimately, we can talk about definitions all day. If in practice, what we see, the fruits of feminism are the product, the end result of feminism is, hey, this is a really good method to basically make women hate men. That's what we see.
Well, I can see how, like, I've been hearing you speak, and I can hear why you feel that way, because you haven't witnessed it any other way.
I've had a lot of self-proclaimed feminists on. I mean, look, we can just test it out, though. Let's test it out. Do you believe in the patriarchy?
Like, do I believe it exists?
Yes.
Yes.
Is patriarchy and the patriarchy theory a core tenet of of feminism?
Yeah.
Like if you take a Feminism 101 class in college, you get an introductory feminism textbook. It's
Yeah.
going to talk about patriarchy.
Yeah, for sure.
Perfect. Okay. So that's the patriarchy is the overarching framework that the feminist lens views everything through. Right? What is patriarchy?
It's the hierarchy of men, right?
That's what about the hierarchy?
Like, I'd say we live in a very male-ran society.